Hey guys, it's Michelle with Crafty Basket Case. Today I want to show you how I get ready to print onto tissue paper. So this is just a piece of tissue paper from a big giant pack of tissue paper from the Dollar Tree. And I usually like to print on this if I'm going to decoupage something, if I find a design I like. You can also do this with a napkin or rice paper. For this project that I'm getting ready to do though, I'm going to use the tissue paper. So I just cut a piece that's just a little bit smaller than my printing paper. Actually, I'm using cardstock, so this is just a regular piece of cardstock. And I'm just going to lay it down and kind of center it in the middle. And then I'm just going to take some regular Scotch tape. Now I did iron this out because I ironed it a little bit. It was pretty wrinkled up and stuff, so I did iron it out a little bit with my little craft iron, just so it was flattened out enough. And then you're just going to take your Scotch tape and you're going to tape along the bottom. And I leave a little bit of hangover there, so I can just go ahead and fold it over onto the back side. This is going to secure it because when it goes through, you kind of have to watch it and be a little bit careful with it. And then we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. So I like to take and make sure it's really good and flattened down. So let's do this. Let me set this tape down. I don't want it to pull back up, so we're going to make sure it's good and flat. There we go. And then same thing, just leave a little bit hang over and then fold it over onto the back side. And then if you have any excess over on the sides, all you gotta do is just cut it off. Works just fine. And I did have a little bit where it kind of messed up a little bit there, so this will be on the top. I'll send it through the printer on this end because mine's a feed through printer. That way it doesn't get caught right there. It shouldn't bother it. You can kind of flatten it down a little bit. And then I'm going to take another piece and we're going to go along the side. I try to do as close to the edge of the tissue paper that I can. That way I can use all of the rest as my printing space where I'm going to print. And the same thing as you did on the ends, do it on the sides, just fold it over. And you can tape it all the way around if you want to. I don't usually have to do the whole entire thing on the sides, but on the top I always do the whole entire thing. So make sure that the top and the bottom are secured. That way when you put it through it doesn't kind of pull. I always have to kind of hold on to the top while it slides. It slides into my printer. I just kind of hold on it so it doesn't like wrinkle up or anything. Sometimes it tries to do that and you definitely don't want that or you'll have a paper jam, which I have had before. It has gotten jammed up before, so you just have to be really careful and watch it. And there we go. That's how we secure the tissue paper or napkin or rice paper. I have done coffee filters, so I coffee stained a bunch of coffee filters for other projects. You can lay those right on there and tape it, and then you just make sure when you're looking at your design on whatever program you're using, that you get it right, you know, kind of in the center. So works the same way. So that is how I do my tissue paper. Now we're going to send it through the printer and see what it does. Okay, so here is the image I am going to print. So I'm just going to click to print, and you can see It should be inside the guidelines. And you're just waiting on it to come out. Oh, I can see the image coming. Now I have an inkjet printer, so sometimes, especially with the napkins, it does bleed through onto the paper, which is fine. But look at that. Our image is coming out really beautiful. Alright. And there's our image. So that's what it looks like. So, let's see. So I usually just take and just, oh, let's get that tape off there. I'm just going to cut around where I had the tape. And this one did not bleed through, but that's okay. And there you have your printed image on your tissue paper that you can use for decoupaging. So I hope this helps you. I get a lot of questions asking about this and how I print on these things. So I hope that helps you guys. It's really pretty easy, and I hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching.